Hello everyone, this is Archive12, and today we have a new Daby song called Sinner from McGwire featuring Leechy and HazTik. The last time I heard Leechy on a track that was about Daby, it wasn't the last one that was released, it was just the last one that I listened to, was Cremate Your Life, which is HazTik's track with Leechy on it. And whenever Leechy's featured, things get a little dark and crazy, so I'm excited. I was not expecting to record this reaction. I didn't even know this song came out until the end of the DPS reaction, when the end cards popped up and I saw that this song had been released. So I got kind of excited. So I added this to the queue. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch without my commentary, because I will be pausing. I will be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started.
I go down and deliver till I lose my mind. Head on down till the river runs dry.
This feels a lot like the gospel-y buildup that McGwire used for DPS's song Fallen, which is another Daby track, which is probably my third favorite after Cremate Your Life and Cross My Heart remix. So the fact that this reminds me a lot of the beginning of Fallen is incredible, because it makes him seem like such a kind of holy, angelic figure when we know that's not the case. He's painting Daby in the light of the tragic villain, which he is. He is. If you know anything about Daby, you know that he is incredibly tragic. He went through shit. But it's funny that McGwire likes painting Daby as like the tragic villain, with the gospel-y, like church choir-y style of singing right at the beginning of the songs that he's in. It's funny to me, but I enjoy it. But it's also making me wonder, how does Leechy play into this with his voice? Like, how does he fit into this song?
I'm rising like the cinders of the fire. I'ma burn it all down. I'm a sinner, I'm a liar, I'm a hound, hellbound. They won't fight, watch them run, bunch of cowards. Sorry, father, took a life and I'm proud. Ah, damn, do they really think they face me? Fake heroes with their quirks, I'm erasing. Hold my palm up to the emperor, I'm a deity. Father, did you even try saving me? But with a sinner, I'm a winner, motherfucker. Who is you? Wanna see a man die, then you gotta see it through. Wanna melt the icy frost, I can see you breaking through. Wanna try me at a loss, I see you and I see you. I got news, lost some screws, wanna keep everything zipped up. Married to this body, keeping everything stitched up. Moving by myself because these lessons wanna switch up. Bitch, I don't think you get the picture. Say now, well, I am dancing in hell in my family's ashes. I'm fine by myself, I don't cry for my kind. I'm a villain, or rise from the ashes of Phoenix, but I'm still the bad guy.
I was not expecting that. I didn't know what I was expecting coming from Leechy after McGwire set us up like that. But this was not it. This is the polar opposite of what McGwire did. And I mean, it definitely fits Daby, don't get me wrong. It was such a tonal shift. It just kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't sure how he was going to enter with this after hearing that, like, incredible opening. And it went from, like, sort of gospel-y to immediate, like, the best way I could describe it was it went from like church choir-esque to devil worship. immediately. I think he's throwing some Japanese at us. If anyone knows any like how to read Japanese kanji, or I know that Japanese has like multiple alphabets. I'm not sure if this is kanji or not. But if you can read this, please translate it for me, because I am very curious. I might scroll the comments of this video after this. But like, if you can put it in the comments of my video, I would very much appreciate it.
Myself in the skin, my mother birth burns off in hell. It's a dark road while we let the fire fly. Hourglass mountain, I'm trying to guide. Family ties turning wicks all to the flame. Move on, my kid, move on from the blame. Dead men walking straight out the frame. Say my name. Say my name, I know it burns your throat. Trying to learn all the words you spoke. See they all want their family back until they learn who's home.
Okay then, HazTik. That was intense. I also credit to the video editor, because I don't think enough video editors do this, and this is not a slight in any way, shape, or form to the editors, but I do appreciate when it's going to switch between people that the name is rather obvious on the screen. Oftentimes they'll put it like in the corner, and that's fine on like a quick reference if you know it's there. But like I was very much appreciative of the fact that when it went to McGwire, it said Leechy in the front of the screen, and when it went from Leechy to HazTik, it said HazTik at the front of the screen. Like, I appreciate that. It gets you prepared for the next thing and actually lets you know that like it is switching. For some people that doesn't matter. For me, I do appreciate that little detail. This is especially important. Like, it doesn't matter so much in this video because every voice is distinct. But when you've got multiple voices that might sound similar, or rapping styles that might sound similar, it definitely helps having that visual representation. Because, like, I'll be honest, there are a lot of the nerdcore rappers that I only hear as features. Not because I don't think that they're fantastic like rappers or artists. It's just more a matter of like they don't pop up on my For You page, and because of that, I forget. It's not their fault. It's my fault for not seeking them out. But like, because I'm not as familiar with them, I don't recognize their voices as readily. And so when it has a clear distinction like that, it makes it so much easier for me to identify, okay, so that person is this voice, this person's that voice. So with this song, it doesn't matter too much, but like it would be nice to get that a little bit more often with other visual effects on other videos where it has multiple rappers and you may not know who those rappers are, or you may only hear them on features, and so you're not as familiar with their voices. So that's, I think, the biggest reason why I appreciate it here is because, like, I've heard HazTik plenty of times, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what songs he was featured in, only because of the fact that, like, I hear a lot of nerdcore songs, and a lot of the times, like, they're the voices of the artists that I'm not as familiar with just kind of like get confused in my brain until I've finally heard them. So yeah, like, I was appreciative that they decided to add that little bit into the video, and I wish more other videos did that.
Wait to eat, no, you wait so hard, so tough. You don't of them many gonna ride up on my coattails. White hot blood is the tears when they hope they'll run with a semi, burn it up, leaving blood trails. Fill your guts, read the story that it unveils. Hey, are you helping or you getting in the way? By the point or you getting to the brain? Ain't a choice, you gotta get it either way. Now your fate has got to get up in the rain. I go down.
I could be mistaken, but it sounded like the first part of that section there was like Leechy and HazTik singing, and then it sounded like HazTik and McGwire. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to like listen to it a little bit more closely. But on first listen to it, sounded like it was like two of them singing and then two other individuals singing in that section leading into this chorus, which was a really cool effect because they were merged so well you almost couldn't tell. The only reason why I could tell is because I don't know whether or not these guys have the ability to generate that kind of vocal performance on their own without having like a backup vocalist doing the exact same like lines in the exact same way, but with their own voice. I could honestly be mistaken about that. But like to me, it sounded like it was like Leechy and HazTik and then HazTik and McGwire. Maybe all three of them were going at it and they just had different levels and then they just swapped roles. So like one of them was more prominent than the other. Regardless, it was a brilliant effect.
And deliver till I lose my mind. Head on down till the river run dry. Till it dries. Oh, I will die as a sinner, but I won't lose my pride. Burn it down till they shiver inside.
That was beautiful. That was wonderful. That was so well done. It was so well orchestrated. Everything meshed so well. It was just, I loved it. When did this song come out? Because was this a recent one? Oh no, yeah, it was came out a couple days ago, a week ago ish. Can't believe I missed it. I'm usually on top of the Daby stuff, but anyway, that was great. That was fantastic. Definitely one of my upper tier Daby tracks that I'm going to be listening to quite often. But in any case, I'm going to wrap this up. That's it for me. Thank you for joining me. This is Arc Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.